Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Mr. Stephen Has a Dabble, and tonight we are going to be working on the start of our XP farm proper, because I found something, a little device which is really interesting. But until then, we'll just have the introduction, shall we? Yeah, I didn't move at all. It was good, wasn't it? I was like a statue. But no, first of all, actually today I'm going to have to apologise for things. I didn't make any videos last week because what happened was I was putting together the Battle Cattle server. Now I make my videos over the weekend. I've only got a short time to do it, and obviously the Battle Cattle server took a lot longer than it would take to knock out a few videos every week. So I do apologise for that, but we're in a new server. We're in a new server right now. Let's find out what that looks like. Well, it's pretty much exactly the same as the old one. And thinking about it, well, I've got power, which is good. I've got power running on. I've got, what else? I've got the XP thing over here that we had. Now, I've got a bit of a problem with this, and this is what we're going to be tackling on tonight's show. The XP that I stored in this big tank disappeared, so I don't have it anymore. So what we're going to have to do with this is take our pickaxes to it and destroy it, because we're not using it at the moment, so we can do this stuff. We're going to destroy all of this stuff and all of these pipes, because they have been evil and they didn't work the way they expected them to. But what we are going to be able to do is to make a new thing that'll store the XP, and you can store as much XP in it as you want. It's unlimited, so it basically just sets a number. So I'm guessing it sets a pretty large arbitrary number, and then that's how it works. And yeah, so all of this destroying of pipes and things, very important. And don't forget, we can use these pipes in other places later on if we need to. And it does mean we're not going to have a massive amount of XP pipes floating around, but that's okay. We don't need them. We won't need them. Now, let's do this here, and like that. And I meant to start recording and timing at the same time, so I wasn't taking up too much of your valuable time, because it is valuable time, and that's important. Now, the one thing that I can't do because I've just logged onto the server is fly. You will see, so I have to go and reinitialize my belt there, like that, like so. Now I've got my flight back on. That's nice. And we'll take away these bits up here. Now, eventually, we'll be using that pipe, so that's still a useful pipe to keep hold of. But we'll get rid of these for the time being. And, possibly that one as well. And maybe these blocks, because we're going to be doing something with those blocks. So that's cool. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be reducing the footprint of this drastically by taking all of this up here. We're going to leave this tank in here because it needs to drain into something, and we're going to be making a new and look at the amount of space that we were using up here just to do these pipes and things. We want to make sure that it's a better space. So, the other thing I'm going to do, because it's just take this stuff away. And the reason I'm doing that is because I keep walking over this grate when I don't want to deposit any XP, because of course, the XP is gone pretty much. So what I want, if I can just do it with these blocks for now, that'll do, is that. And we've got some sandstone here. We're going to put the sandstone in here, like so. We'll break this light, I think. We'll break that tank, but that's fine, because we've got plenty of tanks. Oh, it's interesting that doesn't break that as well. We'll take that off too. I want to not walk over that. I can't pick that lever up. I gotta go around the other way. I think I've got it. I've got it. Okay. And we're going to put the door here, and we're going to put the tank underneath it, over the door. Sorry. So let's get a tank, like so. Let's get our drain again. Like, well, I placed it somewhere. Oh no, it's on there. It's on there. We'll grab our lever and stick our lever. I think it was like that. Then we're going to get our door, and we'll put our door like so with that, and then we need our carpenter's hammer, which we have an abundance of by the look of it, and we're going to make that so that you can't see. What's that? That's a new sound. I don't think I heard that sound before. That's amazing. We're going to put that back. Then we need glowstone. So let's go to glowstone, and I'm just going to drop off one of these. I'm not going to use one of the glowstones that we've already got, because essentially we just need that. That'll be fine. And we're going to put our glowstone here. So same setup as before. I'm just moving everything along one. No, apparently I'm not. Apparently I'm not doing that at all. Apparently I'm really messing up here tonight. Okay. Let's try this once more. There's creatures outside. I can... Dear Lord, it's like I haven't played Minecraft in ages. It's only been, well, Monday, wasn't it? Okay. There we go. We want to put that there. That's better, right? And then we can walk in here and do all those things that we would do in here. Oops, I don't want one of those in there. Oh, we can stay. Right, so now where are we going with this? Well, we've got plenty of pipes left, and we're going to need to put a pipe going into this still. That's still important, but I don't know that these are. I think we might still have to do out from here and then down to where we're going to have our XP storage, which will be in this block, basically. So we'll put a pipe in here and a pipe in here, and we can put that into the block. That's all good. Now, let's take a look at what we're going to build. If we bring up XP, we can find there is a thing around here somewhere. It's called an experience obelisk, and so this is going to take some time and some resources. Yeah, let's do that. We'll start off with this machine chassis, which is iron ingots and iron bars. We can do most of that. I'm just for the just for the purposes of doing this, I'm just going to stick these things that we've taken out here in here for now, because I don't want to kind of put them away anywhere. I'm wondering where that sound of Enderman is coming from. Why am I outside? I teleported myself outside. That's not good. It's not where I wanted to be. There's zombies around. How did they get in here? I shouldn't be around it. Anyway. Never mind. We're safe. Okay, so what was I doing? We need iron. First things first, let's go and grab some iron from in here. See, we've got plenty of iron. We've actually got some iron bars as well. So let's again take a look at the... I'm not going to be able to... let's find this experience. There we go. That's the first one on there. We need a basic capacitor. Just gold around the outside, copper, and then redstone. Okay, so we're going to need some gold, copper, and redstone. So let's grab that. Gold. Get the ingots as well, because I think there's some ingotage needing. Copper. some in here somewhere. And redstone. Plenty of redstone, look. What else? That should make this machine chassis. So let's take a look at that. The basics for the machine chassis. I can't remember which way it was orientated now. Yeah, was these in the corners, so we need 4 of those. And then we need these in these places here, so we need 4 of those. And we are going to need to go to a different one here. We put one of those in the middle. Then we've got one there like that. Then we have, was it redstone and redstone? There we go. Basic capacitor. Here we are. And we've got our machine's chassis, which is brilliant. We'll put that back in here. This is where things will get interesting, because we need them some of this solarium, which I always thought was something else. We're needing an induction smelter here with some soul sand and some gold ingots, and that's going to bring us 1 solarium. We can put it in an alloy smelter as well. Same thing. So we need gold and soul sand. Soul sand. Can't talk. We've got our gold. We need some soul sand. Now I can check in here to see if I have any, but I think I put them in the boxes, and the boxes would be around here somewhere. Have I got any soul sand in here? Now I've got plenty of netherrack. Look, or in there, or in there, or in there, or in there. Wow, so this means I'm going to have to go into the nether, and we're taking a jaunt into the nether. I'd forgotten I'd left that on. Okay, I left my ender portal on, and all I got back was this lousy t-shirt. Yeah, so we're jaunting into the nether. Now this is going to mean that I'm going to switch off my... Oh my lord. Just occasionally, I know. Just die, will you? Right, just occasionally these things are kind of handy. Oh, I hate the sound these things make. The nether portals, I think, make a horrid sound. So, I'm needing food now as well, which is there. We are going to fly to find soul sand, which means I need to do this with the belt again, otherwise it won't let me fly. Now I can fly, that's all good. And oh my lord, I didn't turn the shaders off. If I don't do that, you just cannot see a damn thing. So I'm having to do that. Ooh. There is obviously something nasty around. There's a ghast around. It's ghastly, you see. It's kind of a joke. Ow! All I want to do is to get somewhere where it's relatively safe to collect. So, ooh, what's that? Blight breeds. Let's grab some of those. Don't know what they do. We'll just go digging here. We don't need much. It is far too dark in the nether. I don't like it around here. Alright, we've got over a stack. That's perfectly fine. I've got to try and find my way back now. But I've realised I'm lost. That wasn't the best idea. You see, what happened was, in the old server, I had waypoints set up so that I knew where I was in the nether. In the new one, I don't. Or do I? No, I do. I do. I have. What have I got? I've got the teleport. The portal. There we go. So if I turn the portal on, that's going to be a rough direction on where I'm going. That's good. That's going to give me an idea. So I'm going down through here. This is only showing me where the portal is, of course. It's not showing me where the actual entrance to the bases are. However, I think I've been very lucky and I've just found the back end entrance there. I will... Ow! 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 I wasn't expecting that. I hate the nether. It's horrible. I can't even use shaders or anything. I'll have to look at what these Blightberries do, but until then, let's put my shaders back on. Oh, blimey, that's loud. And we will teleport into the overworld, the place where everything is better. Okay, so let's just go and put some things in boxes so that we don't lose where they are. We've got... This is new stuff. We only need... a bit of this, so let's take... Oh, I tell you what, let's figure out... I need 3, and I'm going to need another... So I need 5 in total. Okay, well that's good. We'll put the rest in there. All of this stuff can go in there until it's needed. That's good. Right. Right. Oh yeah, we need a smelter. We need an induction smelter, which we've got here. We've got to put 5 of these in here. 5, and 5 of those in there. 5. Can count up to 5, and we just have to let this machine do its job. Which I've got nothing to do now, just by... Yeah. So tomorrow, what I'm thinking of doing is... Because once this machine's built, we'll place it down. Of course. But tomorrow what I'm thinking we're going to be doing is to take what we've got. We need to start feeding proper XP into this system. So not just XP that I generate, but XP that can be generated from a farm, for example. And we have a way of doing that. And we will go over that later on. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need to do is make this this thing, isn't it? Experience rod. And I need an energetic alloy, which is made from gold, glowstone, and redstone in an alloy smelter. Now we have gold. I didn't get any glowstone out, but we only need one thing. So... the sheep are going all mad. Okay, so we need an alloy smelter now. Induction metal and alloy smelter. Here we go. And I'm not fond of this one, I have to admit. It's not my favourite. But there we go. Let's put this resources in. We've got to wait until this goes to the top. Nearly there. There we go, and we've got some energetic alloy. Now, there's our rod. So really, I mean, for a mid-game thing, that's pretty cheap. Let's hold shift over that. It stores experience, can output liquid XP to adjacent tanks. Sounding good. Sounding fantastic. So the question is, what does adjacent mean? So what I wanted to do was put it there, and hopefully... Okay, I don't know what this does. Configure. Alright, we're going to pull from there. No. We're going to pull from there. We're going to push, pull, push, pull. Pull? I don't really know what pull means in relation to this. Pull, push. Ah! That will be safer, push-pull, because I've got these things. I think that needs to be push, but I'm not sure. Oh, maybe it doesn't. I'm not sure. Let's put some. Oh, yeah, we're gonna need to collect some of our stuff again. That's what we're needing. This is looking good. Now, is that's taken all of my XP? Oh, it's just kind of done it. And put it into a tank. All right. I didn't quite read what that... Stores experience can output experience equals P2H unit tanks. So I think we're doing it right. But it's... I see. I think... so this... needs to pull. And that needs to push. There we go. That's better, I think. And that, yes, okay. But it has taken all the XP that I've got and put it into this tank. Okay. Well, that's all right. That's a good thing, because that's kind of what we wanted, at least to some extent. I thought that it stored XP itself as well. I might have to read up a bit more on this to see if that works. But for today's video, I think that's all we're going to have time for. Now, before we start the next one, I'm going to fill this floor in, because we're going to do something a little bit better, a little bit more exciting behind here tomorrow, as we're going to take... these broken wings and learn to... I don't know how many times I've done that gag. Let me shower with XP, please. Thank you very much. Okay. But anyway, yes, that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I would expect you have enjoyed it. If you've liked it, please give it that... Keep doing it. Please doing the thumbs up. That'd be great. If you didn't, don't tell anybody. Just explain to them that you didn't watch. There's a little logo down here that you can click on and you can subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. If you want to find out more about what I've done with Battle Cattle, for example, we've got some videos up there and some more about Battle Cattle down there. And of course, you can follow me on all the social media stuff below here. Right. Anyway, until then, thanks very much for coming along, and I will see you next time. And don't forget, keep crafting.